Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is WireDogSec, back with another video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to cover SMB Relay. I'm currently going through the Practical Ethical Hacking course from TCM Security to get ready for the PNPT exam that I plan on taking soon. So let's go ahead and dive into it here. SMB Relay. What is it? SMB Relay attack is where an attacker captures a user's NTLM hash and relays it to another machine on the network, masquerading as the user and authenticating against SMB to gain shell or file access. Prerequisites: SMB signing disabled on target, must be on the local network. User's credentials must have remote login access, for example, local admin to the target machine or a member of the domain administrators group. You'll see that here on target boxes already have this configured. SMB signing is disabled on it. You'll see here in a minute. And also the accounts are already on that box as well. SMB signing. Now, what is SMB signing? It says SMB signing verifies the origin and authenticity of SMB packets effectively. This stops man in the middle SMB relay attacks from happening. If it's enabled and required on the machine, we will not be able to perform a SMB relay attack. It says scanning for SMB disabled machines. You got the nmap command there. It's going to use that script to look for the machines vulnerable to this, right? We're going to be looking at that here, and it's got the screenshot of it, and it's just giving me a little explanation of it. And I believe by default, the domain controllers have SMB signing enabled and required by default, so we won't be able to do that on a domain controller, but we'll do it on these target boxes. Lab scenario, my labs permit setup similar to this here. Got two machines, and it says we'll be capturing a hash on that first machine using LL element R poisoning and performing SMB relay attack to gain shell on that second machine. And I'm going to be using responder for this portion of LL element R poisoning, right? So just go and scroll through this some more. Dumping local SAM database, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to use responder, yada, yada, yada. It's going to be running on the Kali box. All right, and it's just telling you the syntax of what to run for those specific commands. And scrolling down, this is what it looks like in the screenshot. Interactive shell, you got that dot or that hyphen I or dash I right there option to get the interactive shell on it. Then you're going to connect to it with the netcat right there on that specific port to go through, browse different shares and whatnot, do other things as well. Tells you how to mitigate it. You go to these settings here, local group policy, and you just configure that setting to have it enabled and such, and you can prevent such attacks from happening. It's got some other tips here and all that. I'll have the link to this and some other resources as well in the description box as usual. So let's jump over to the actual practical application and see this in action. All right, I'm back on the Kali machine here, and I've already done the nmap scan on it, right? Doing that -pn to disable the ping. So it's going to go ahead and scan it in case the machine is not responding to pings. It's going to use that script, SMB security mode, right? And it's going to be targeting port 445. And here are the target machines. It's going to be two Windows boxes. You can see there below. Message signing enabled but not required. That's what we want. Message signing enabled but not required. So that's what we want. And we're going to be targeting this .134 machine. All right, it's going to be box number 2 here. See .134, and you can see here you got C Strife on here, and you got C Leonhardt on here. And it's going to go over to box number 1, and that's going to be this .130 right there, right? And let's go back over to the Kali box. I'm going to fire up responder here, right? Ethernet 0 DWV. So go ahead and hit enter. Also, before you do this, you're going to have to do some configuration settings, modifications on that config file for responder, right? When you get into that file, you're going to have to go in and disable or turn off this HTTP server and this SMB server, because we're going to be using those two features in a different tool here, which is going to be this NTLM relay x.py. Okay, I already have everything listed out here, and we're going to be targeting that 134 box. So let's go ahead and hit enter, get this fired up. Loading everything, waiting for connections. Okay, so let's go back to box number 1. All right, we're going to go in, and I've already done this. So let's see here, 192.168.40. Let's see here, grab this IP real quick. this box here. This is going to be the attacker machine. I'm using this Kali box, so let's go ahead and grab this IP real quick, and it's going to be 131. So let's go back over here, and it's going to be dot 131. Hit enter. You can get some kind of error, so just go ahead and disregard that because obviously this does not exist. This share here that it's trying to get to. So go back over here to the Kali box, and we will see that it has grabbed the SAM database hashes for that target machine, right? So you got the hashes for squall, administrator, guest, yada yada yada. Okay, and you can see everything that unfolded here, attacking that dot 134 machine, which was this second box here, right? And went through, did its thing. Since C-Strife's already a local admin on that box, it was able to authenticate to it, and then it was able to dump the SAM hashes, which you can use for further attacks and other things. All right. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Be sure to check out the PEH course from TCM Security. It's an excellent course. I'm working my way through it. I'm about halfway done with it. So as soon as that wrap up, I'm gonna try to test out and get the PNPT exam, hopefully. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and then comment below your thoughts and opinions. Have you used this kind of attack in the real world? Have you used it on a CTF type of thing? Have you used it in a lab environment? What have you? See you later. I want to show you one last thing before we go. I'm going to use that dash I here for interact. Get that shell on there. So we're going to do the same thing here. Go ahead and fire it off. Make sure it's all loaded up. Repeat the same steps as we did earlier. So hit enter. Gonna get that error code. And let's go back here and it said it was able to connect. And we do have that shell on here, SMB client shell. So let's go ahead and connect to it on port 11,000 with netcat. So I'm just gonna go up and do this. So you can do help commands, right? So you can do let's do who connected as C-Strife, right? And let's do info, and you get some information about the machine, yada yada yada. So let's see here. That's pretty much it. I mean, feel free to try this out yourself and mess around with it. Get some hands-on keyboard experience. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. See you later.